I think, when I think about the history of our alerting engine and the capabilities of the alerting engine, super powerful. You can do so much with it. I remember going from our Win32 version to the web-based version, and a little bit of the functionality wasn't the same, and users freaked out because they loved the ability to just really customize and focus in on the alerts. But to your point, at some point in time, we got to this place where it's alert overload, alert fatigue. You're getting all of these alerts and you're just not paying attention. You've become numb to what's happening. And so I think some of the improvements that you mentioned, Derek, has done in the platform around anomalous alerting and really looking at alerts and identifying what's normal, what's not normal, what should I pay attention to, when should I pay attention to it, and then how do we correlate that to what's the actual problem, right? How do we get into some root cause analysis through some of this, new technologies that we're taking advantage of?
Absolutely. We want to reduce the amount of time you have to spend looking at these alerts and get you to the problem sooner. Getting to sit in during conversations while they were developing things like Alert Stack and anomalous alerting was also incredibly fascinating. But getting to see how where the thought process is and how they're working with machine learning and AI to kind of develop this system to tell you what is normal or not normal, right? What is anomalous? This has been going on. If it's the same thing that happens every week and you get an alert on it because you set up a basic alert, that's not helpful. Like, this maintenance is going to happen or this task is going to happen every single week. You're getting an alert on it, you're going to ignore it, and you might miss something actually important at some point later. So I think it's been really interesting to see those advancements, and they're continuing to improve as well. Like, they've launched earlier last year or the year before, and I don't keep a timeline. They launched earlier, but even since then, there's been improvements in those functionalities as well. And it just, we've done that for years and years, especially, because we're on the subject of alerting, especially in the alerting platform. I mean, you brought up the old alerts. I think the GUI was called the basic alerts. And I definitely remember working with that. And then it moved to the advanced alert manager, and that was also a server-side application. And just thinking about how we've moved most functionality to the web platform, and it's so much easier to use and access. You don't have to give server access anymore. Just those improvements alone has been a huge game changer for a lot of people. Now you can give people alert management rights where they can make their own alerts. And that's at least 6 or 7 years old that we've done that. But over time, continuous improvement, I think, is the key functionality that you're looking at there. We're continuing to listen and hear the struggles and make improvements that impact the way that you use these pieces of functionality.
Yes, community-sourced improvements is how I think about that, right? All of the feedback that we're taking in from our customers and prospects and THWAC users and MVPs and translating that into a meaningful product that improves their lives, that decomplexifies things. And so that's the focus at SolarWinds, right? We want to be able to take all of this new complexity that's been introduced, leverage it, but make it easier for IT professionals to do their jobs on a daily basis.